swear to God. No. So how do I start this intro? This is gonna be really awkward. Hey everyone! No, just kidding. Hey everyone! It's me. Welcome back! I have a special guest with me today. This is Siobhan, and we're gonna be doing a photo shoot today. I don't know what I'm doing on her yet. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna do it together.
Throughout the video. Okay, let's get started.
I have dry skin, I think.
You think? So I'm gonna put it says Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. So I'm gonna take that on a stippling brush. This is from Kat Von D. And I am just going to put that on her face. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is take my Smashbox primer that you also can't see, but it's the hydrating primer. I'm gonna take that on the same brush, and I'm going to just also put that everywhere on the face. So next I'm gonna put the NYX Honey Dew Me Up primer. So this is gonna make the makeup stick to her face. So next we're going to go in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. This is in the shade Fair Neutral. And I'm just going to put that on a sponge. I like using the Real Technique sponge, so the orange one. I'm just going to dab it onto the sponge and then dab it on her face. So I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is in the shade C6, and I'm just going to put that under the eyes, on the center of her forehead, middle of the nose, little bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, and on the chin. So now that we have that blended out, the next thing we're going to do is take the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to take that on the flat side of my sponge, and I'm going to bake under her eyes. And anywhere else that the person will get oily is a good idea to bake in that certain area. For the rest of the face, I'm just going to set it lightly. And I am going to spray that down with the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I like using the matte and then going in with the dewy just because I want it to have like a smooth matte look, and then after we've done the rest of the face with highlighter and everything, then we'll get into the dewy. I like to fan that out with either an eyeshadow palette or just anything that you have. And once again, blending that out with my beauty blender. And then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Skin Finish Powder. I'm just going to take that on a rounded fluffy brush, and I'm just going to tap that anywhere there's a little bit of texture, just to smooth out the skin. There we go! Contour! And we're gonna put a little bit of color in this face.
Yeah, white.
We need it. I'm gonna take the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Trio, and I'm going to take the second shade, which is right here, mix it in a little bit with this one to create the contoured effect on her face. So just look to the side. And I am taking that from the top of her ears, bringing that down. Kind of a straight line towards her lips, but we're not going to bring it all the way down to her lips. We're going to stop about halfway. So I'm going to go back with the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to take, again, the flat edge of my sponge. Oh my god, I'm getting that over. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
And I'm going to contour her cheeks. So I'm going to create a line from the middle of her ears and bringing that towards her lips as well. Goodbye. We're going to use the Milani blush in 01 Romantic Rose. I'm going to use that on a e.l.f. blush brush. And I'm going to kind of dip into that and put that on the apples of her cheeks. And I'm going to blend that in with the contour and the bronzer we just did. If you need a little bit of guidance of where to put your blush, you can always ask your client to smile and it'll be on the apples of her cheeks. Oh, super simple. Not too much, but looks cute and flirty. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Becca highlighter in Moonstone, and I'm gonna take that on the most hated brush in the world, which is a fan brush, and start higher up than bringing it too low, because we also don't want to accentuate too much texture neither. But on top of that highlight, because I want it to be a little bit more glittery, I'm going to put the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Pearl right on top of that. Just on the high points. I'm not going to bring it all the way up and down like we did the Becca highlighter. I'm just going to keep it really focused right there. I'm going to try to just fill in like the gaps. So I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Brow Power in the shade Universal Taupe. What I like to do, her eyebrows already look pretty full, so I'm just going to fill in the gaps and then go in with a brow mascara. I'm going to go back in with the Makeup Revolution concealer we used earlier. I'm going to put that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take just a flat square brush and kind of just clean up under her brows. This is the brow all done up, so you can see it's pretty sharp, but we want it to still look like her natural brow. We didn't want to do too much. I'm gonna do the other brow and we're gonna be right back because doing brows is hella fucking long. Anyway, so we just finished doing her eyebrows, putting the eye primer on. So next I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette, and I'm gonna take this shade right here just to kind of set the base of the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna stay along the colors, the matte colors, and then we're gonna kind of dig into the blue and the black. So we're gonna start light because we don't want to go too dark and then not be able to blend it out, because that's like a nightmare. So we're gonna go in with the second lightest shade, which is like this matte brown, and I'm going to put that in her outer corner up to her crease, which is right about here. Oh, we should probably scoot you in so they can see the eye look a bit more. We wanted to make sure you guys would be able to see how I do her eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna ask you to look to the side a little bit. So next I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade. It's going to be this one right here, and kind of put that a little bit more precisely. Still staying in the outer corner. So next we're going to go into the dark brown shade here. Doing the same thing on the MAC 246 brush. We are going to pack that on just a little bit more precisely. So the darker the color that we use, the more precisely we're going to want to put it on the outer corner. And I'm going to take an even smaller blending brush. I'm going to take the Sephora Oval blending brush, looks like this, and I'm going to blend that out. But you know what I mean. So I'm going to use my Tom Ford Quad. This is in the shade 10 Titanium Smoke. I'm going to take this shade right here because we're going to be using these shades later. But I'm going to use this one, again, on the MAC 246 brush. And I'm going to lightly kind of put that on top of the dark brown. I'm going to blend that out. I'm going to wet my brush with my NYX matte spray. And I am spraying that on a MAC 248 brush, and this is the blue we're going to go into today. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this. This is like a sparkly black shade, and I'm going to put that kind of where we put that black shade and kind of bring it into the blue so it blends in well together. So basically what I did is I'm basically doing exactly what I did on the upper lid to the lower lid. So now I'm taking the dark colors that I'm going to use, I'm going to make them more precise, and the lighter the color, I can kind of just go at it. So next we're going to go ahead and do the eyebrow and inner corner highlight. We're going to go back into this Tom Ford palette. We're going to use this shade right here, so the lightest of the sparkly shades. Educational time. If anytime this happens where you get mascara on someone's face, wait until it dries and then scratch it off with like a spoolie, and you can just scratch that puppy off. If it really isn't coming off, you can always add a little bit of more product. So whenever applying fake lashes to a client, I suggest using tweezers. It's just easier for the application, and also if they are kind of germophobic or don't like having hands on their face, this is a really good way to apply fake lashes. So next I'm going to go in with a Urban Decay 24/7 waterline eye pencil. This is in the shade Push. This is a dark blue. So I'm just going to sharpen it real quick. For my peeps, I want to be hygienic. I'm going to use a mini little powder puff from Laura Mercier. And so it doesn't ruin her makeup as well. This is really good to use. So I'm just going to kind of drag her eyelash down and put it right there.
Alright, yeah.
Because I know a lot of people are probably going to ask me this question, how to get someone to put eyeliner up here. What I say is press against it. So press against it as if you're going to blink, because that's anyways going to be their initial instinct. And then you just kind of like move it around until you get the pigment that you want. So that's what I did with Miss over here. We're going to put a little bit of liquid liner just so we can hide that eyelash band. I love using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. That's what it looks like. I love using this. And it's a felt tip, so it's perfect for getting those sharp lines that you want to get. Since that took forever, I'm going to do the other eye off camera, come back, finish with the lips, and then we're done. We're back. Now we're going to move on to the lips because they're super naked and we need to do something about it. So I am just going to go in straight with a lipstick. This is the shade Peachy from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now I want to keep it nude because it is a pretty bold eye look and that's what we want to concentrate on. I'm going to go with a peachy tone, so it's going to keep the brown from her eyes and her hair. It's just going to pull everything in together. So then we're going to put a lip gloss on. Since the eyes kind of look glittery and wet, I kind of want to give the lips the same effect. So we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This one is in the shade Diamond Milk. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And I'm going to use my fingers, since I'm allowed to if you don't use a brush. But I'm going to dab that on top of her lips because we don't want it to be too intense. Yay, so we're done. This is the finished look. She looks so cute. I'm gonna kind of get like a closer look. So beautiful to the side. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, I love this so much. This look, I feel, looks so good on lots of eye colors and skin tones. So we finished the look. We decided to do kind of a Valentine's Day look since it is coming up, but we didn't want to do any of the cliche kind of like pink and red smoky eyes. We kind of wanted to keep it dark smoky because that's my aesthetic, but we still wanted to keep it glamorous and really cute. And this, like I said earlier, fits lots of skin tones and eye colors. I do her makeup a lot and we have never done anything like this, so we are like really happy with how it came out because I was like, how's this gonna look? But
turned out fucking good.
No,
turned out fucking good.
Thank you. Oh, we're so happy. We're gonna go take pictures later, so you guys will be seeing this on Instagram. Yeah. Most likely. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you did. Comment down below what videos you guys would like to see me do with my friends. Anyways, comment down below if you guys have any suggestions. Once again, thank you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!